with a handshake instead of a fist bump. My name's Emmanuel Hartway. I'm autistic and gender fluid. And yeah, it really sums up my comedy that I say that I'm a comedian, but make no pretenses about actually being funny. But I've done this long enough to where I'm up to 2 comedy notebooks, which is really milestone for me. However, this notebook I started literally today at work, and it's all new material that will take up basically my entire set, and I would like Larry to bring me back at some point. So I'm gonna throw it over there for now.
Let's go.
If that don't bother you guys. Yeah, okay, so to start off, I'm gender fluid, and I like to start my sets with this joke because if you come away with anything from my show, I want you to at least learn something if you never laugh at anything that I say. And if you're wondering what it is to be gender fluid, have you ever just felt kind of weird? You might be gender fluid. That's what I want to say. I genuinely, when I was in college, I just felt something feels off, and I thought about it for about 3 years, and then I was like, yeah, probably I just want to be a girl sometimes. But that's all that being gender fluid is. Sometimes I feel like a man, sometimes I feel like a woman, sometimes I really don't feel like either. Especially when I'm really fucking tired. Gender's tiring. You guys do it all the time. I can just stop doing it sometimes.
Stop doing it.
Really, the experience of being gender fluid is if you're for a trans man or a trans woman, they sometimes experience something called dysphoria. It's when you're overall really uncomfortable with the gender that you were assigned at birth. I never really have that. I'm never really uncomfortable with my gender assigned at birth, but I'm also just never fucking satisfied. I never know how to say this. A normal non-binary person might be trying to get somewhere in the middle of masculine and feminine. I don't want that. I want to go as far as possible in both directions. I want to be balding up top and have the hair at the back all the way down to my ankles. I want to have giant pecs and have giant breaths spring forth from those. And I want to have an ass that's both round and square. Now, I don't think that one's geometrically possible, but it's also kind of the one I'm closest to out of the 3. I will now show my ass off to you like someone who's truly very comfortable with their sexuality. Anyway, I should talk a little bit about being autistic, because if I don't, what am I really doing up here? So I'll explain. If you are wondering some people don't really understand what could really what causes autistic people to scream when they're really distressed. I'll try to sort of run you through a scenario in why that could happen. A big thing about being autistic, I'm learning about this a lot in my new job actually, but a big thing about being autistic is sometimes I just don't know how to do things. Working at restaurants and stuff, you have to pick a lot of things up really quickly. So I ask a lot of questions, and then I can sense people get annoyed that I'm asking so many questions. So then I stop asking questions, and then I mess up. And then people are like, "Why didn't you ask any questions?" And then I scream at them until their ears bleed. So that that's the situations that you get into. To end us off. My last identity, possibly my most oppressed identity, is I'm also vegan. I don't like telling vegan jokes. I really don't like it when non-vegans make vegan jokes. It just kind of hurts my soul. If it's not punching down, it's at least punching to the side. But here's what I'll say. Whenever I tell people I'm vegan, one of the first things they always say is "Oh, I can never quit cheese. I love cheese so much." And I'm like, people quit heroin. People quit cocaine. People quit internet pornography. I like internet pornography way more than I like cheese, and I've quit both. I think you can quit cheese. Is that about my time? That's about my time? Yeah. Thank you guys so much. It's been Emmanuel here.